Hi, it's Ava. Today we're getting a little bit in the muckety muck and talking about something that I termed a while back our shit bucket. Actually, even getting my gardening gloves on. So we have all this junk from our past. We call it sometimes our shit. We talk about shit hitting the fan. You know what I'm talking about. It's the stories, it's the events that cause drama, crisis, pain, anger, rage, shame, all of that stuff in our lives. And so what I realized that I was doing, and that I realized a lot of the people that I've been working with do, when I was working as a one-on-one healer and coach, is that we were carrying around a shit bucket. You'll see I just put a little bit of shit in. We're carrying around this bucket. And what sometimes we do is we have this thing happen, say we discover our husband's having an affair on us, or we make a choice that we wished we hadn't and we have regret. Say, for example, if you're a guy, you slept with some crazy girl that you really knew that probably wasn't a good plan. Or even something like you were a little rough and hard with your daughter, and you really wish you could have taken those words back because you said something maybe that sounded just like your mother. A lot of people have been there, right? So what happens is we have this thing and we put more shit into this bucket that we're carrying around. So I'm just going to show you. So that's that part. Well, then we got something else that sort of goes on, right? Say, for example, you have a friend who is going through a lot. They have a tendency to try to blame. Say, for example, maybe it's even, we'll go back to one of your kids. Maybe your kids are like, you're a bad parent and I'm messed up because of you, for example. Or you have a sibling or a boyfriend or something who it's always your fault. They're trying to give their shit basically to you. And if you take that on and you say like, okay, yeah, maybe maybe I am responsible, or yada, 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 like take responsibility when it's true, but when it's not true, and you still take it on either because they try to guilt you into it or make you feel bad, you're taking on their shit. And so guess what happens is you put their shit into your bucket, okay? So this bucket's getting a little bit heavy, and God knows it could get a lot heavier. And so when we're doing our divine rock star goddess guides work, basically what we're doing, I realized in the beginning, is we are reflecting, taking responsibility, deciding that we're going to see things as they really truly are, forgive them, release them, delete them, let them go. And in doing so, we're essentially, I'll show you, this is that bucket, remember? We're kind of taking this out and we're putting it here. Although in some respects, this is growth. And so if we do it right, they make really nice flowers, right? We fertilize the new parts of our lives because we've learned lessons. We have acquired wisdom. And so this stuff actually goes into something like this. And you create beauty, magic, love, joy, something really special. But this is growth. This is how you turn your shit into growth. You take responsibility. So the thing though, to go even a little bit further, so one day I realized that the greatest gift we can give ourselves is, instead of going and looking back and rehashing and saying like, oh gosh, I've got shit today, or this is the shit, blah, 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 whatever it's going to be, we realize part of this journey is to realize you just drop the bucket. You don't have to keep taking it out, taking the shit out, trying to harvest it for growth. Sure, there are moments where that might be true, but you don't have to carry the shit bucket anymore at all. It's like you're constantly trying to take water out of a boat that's sinking. Get out of the boat, right? I was like, wow, why didn't I realize this before? So my shit bucket's gone, and I wanted to invite you to say, is yours going to be done too? Do the inner work. But when you get to a point when you realize there's nothing more to be sorry for, like regrets, like take responsibility, forgive people. I've had some things resurface in my life too, and it was like, I don't want to hold on to the feelings of anger or unhappiness, or I don't want to give my power away. I don't want to have old stories ruin my mood, ruin like my perspective for the day, ruin a few days, ruin a few weeks. I'm not going to make that choice. And so you just, when that shit bucket appears in your sort of periphery and you look at it again and you think, gosh, I could pick that up and I could just start doing it. And it's like, put it down. Put it down. So wherever you are with your shit bucket, I had a dear friend who uses this with all of his clients now because he just absolutely loves it. You know what your shit is? Like, start taking it out, getting your lessons if that's what you need to do, fertilize, you know, the growth in your life, the beauty in your life. But if you're also sort of to that point where you're just really sick of like all the junk and you're just like, just set it down and walk on. Just walk on. Because divine rock stars know that they are beautiful and that they are loved. And sure, there have been things in the past, but the higher perspective is it was just the choices that you made at the time, and you can change your perspective about that too through forgiveness. Simply as saying, I forgive myself for believing that I made the wrong choice then. Or I wish maybe that I had gone and done this, but that's not going to help me. And so all the regrets, all the shame that I feel, delete it, transmute it, clear it, just let it all go. So what is your shit that you need to let go of today? Is it like some big colossal story that you've got going on, that you aren't pretty enough, that you never get things right, that you can't do anything in your life, that people always abandon you, no one listens to you, no one understands you? Maybe it's something that's situational. Maybe you have a really terrible boss at work, and right now, like, he's like putting shit on you all the time. He's coming to your office, he's berating you, he's pushing you unfairly in ways related to work that you know is good quality, but he's just like trying to take you down. Whatever that is, let's just go and take a breath. All the shit we feel that we've got in our lives, in our bucket, transmute it, clear it out. If you even want to imagine a big like gardening hose coming in and like diffusing it out, go for it. And then take that and you put that into the garden of your life. If you need to weed a little bit, go right ahead. Be like, okay, that person like always puts their shit on me. Maybe I need to rethink that. I've got another video on transforming toxicity and the types of decisions we can make when we're around toxic people or in toxic relationships. You can also look at Goddesses Don't Do Drama, because that whole book is about what I've learned about transforming toxic relationships, because I've had quite a few in my old past. The past that was that shit bucket that I just don't need anymore. And so I hope you decide to not go and like carry your shit around anymore and be that bright divine rock star that you are. So let go of the shit. When the shit hits the fan, wash it off, move on. And like I said, I know it sometimes feels really muckety muck and it's all like gooey, yucky, and it smells, right? But you are divine, you are beautiful, and you are sacred, and you're special. And that's the thing to remember in those moments, even when you feel a little bit mired down. I hope this has been helpful for you. If you like it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've got lots more videos planned and on the way to transform your life and help you remember how bright of a divine rock star you are. Have a great day.